Hey everybody, Benny Carrillo here from Operation Rainfall, here with part 3 of the Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony demo. For those of you who are just joining us on this, part 1 we basically went ahead, I introduced a little bit about the game, and we went and talked to all the different characters to go ahead and basically introduce them. Part 2 was basically we kind of went through the story portion of the demo, and we basically leads us to here, which is the class trial. I'll recap a couple of things, but just a couple of quick ground rules. Please, while I understand that a lot of the hardcore Danganronpa fans probably are well aware of certain things that are certain mysteries of that game, please no spoilers, and also please no spoilers for Dangan 1, 2, or Ultra Despair, or even the anime. Part of the reason I'm doing this is because I would like to kind of showcase people what Danganronpa is, and that includes new people to the franchise. So if you spoil things, you know, kind of doesn't give them a reason to go back and play the other games. So that in mind, please, just no spoilers, whatnot, etc. If this is like the E3 demo and this ends where I think it ends, then we will have some time at the end to talk about my own thoughts about the demo as a whole. I'll try and remember to say it, but those thoughts and opinions are my own and don't represent the site as a whole. But long and short, all the stuff I have to get out of the way, let's kind of go ahead and take a look at a couple of things. Can I fast forward that at all? I can. Okay. So, despite Kaede's solemn wish, the killing game has begun. Who killed the ultimate clairvoyant? What will be Kaede's fate? The class trial begins now. Now, before you actually go ahead and begin a class trial, there are a couple of things you can do. First of all, you can equip skills, and we actually do get a couple of skills. Now, these do different things. So, for example, influence is basically your HP, focus is kind of what you use to slow down time, whatnot, etc. It's actually really important kind of to go ahead and use that. But we're going to equip all of these. So, first, attentive influence. Increases maximum influence a little. Effective during all parts of the class trial. Can be combined with envious influence. Extraordinary focus. Increases maximum focus a little. Effective during all parts of the class trial. Can combine with menacing focus. And machine gun. Makes the silencer fire rapidly. Effective during non-stop and mass panic debates. Can't be combined with shotgun or grenade. So at that point we are maxed out. Now as you level up in the game, you will actually be the leveling up allows you more points to actually go ahead. More skill points to basically go ahead and unlock skills. But we'll go ahead and take a look at the handbook real fast. We're not going to review too much, but a couple of things to take a look at. We don't need that. We don't need that. So, just to recap the characters for those who don't know, there was the ultimate clairvoyant who is not here anymore. We're solving his murder. But we are playing as Kaede Akamatsu, who is the ultimate pianist. We have Kurumi Tojo, who is the ultimate maid. Himiko Yumeno, who is the ultimate magician. Maki Harukawa, who is the ultimate child caregiver. Tenko Chabashira, who is the ultimate Aikido master. Tsumugi Shirogane, the ultimate cosplayer. Anji Yonaga, the ultimate artist. Miyu Iruma, the ultimate inventor. Suichi Saihara, the ultimate detective. Kaito Momota, the ultimate astronaut. Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. Rantaro Amami, who is sitting this trial out, actually, because there's not enough podiums. You'll understand in a minute. And, we don't know what his ultimate ability is. Gonta Gokuhara, who is the ultimate etymologist. Kokichi Oma, who is the ultimate supreme leader. Korekiyo Shinguji, who is the ultimate anthropologist. And K1B0, or Kibo, who is the ultimate robot, and is also sitting out this trial. Aside from that, the truth bullets are basically our clues. So we, of course, have the Monokuma file. So the review kind of things. Victim is Yasuhiro Hagakure. Time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 p.m. Body was discovered in the protagonist room. Our room. Victim died in the bathroom. The fatal blow was a stab wound in the abdominal region. No other noticeable wounds. We found a short brown hair in the protagonist room. Presumed to belong to somebody in the academy, but too short to be from Yasuhiro. Similar hair color have Makoto and Hajime, so it could be one of them. Makoto was missing for a while, which is another clue. Was not seen since Monokuma called everyone to the gym. Reappeared in the middle of the investigation. According to him, he'd been looking around the academy the entire time. Evidence of a struggle was another clue. Several slash marks from a blade were found in the bed and the walls of the protagonist room. Suspicious knife handle. The kitchen knife stabbed into the hero's abdomen. The knife is covered in blood, but the blood found in the handle is a different color. Kitchen knife. There were kitchen knives of various sizes available in the kitchen, but one was missing. And we have Tenko's account. Before the body discovery announcement, Tenko was in the kitchen making tea. At the time, all the knives were still there. After that, she had tea with Himiko in the dining hall. When she went back to the kitchen to put the teacups away, one of the knives was missing. In addition, someone in the kitchen while Tenko was having tea with Himiko in the dining hall. Okay. So, that being the case, we've kind of gone over everything, so we should be good. The other two people are Makoto Naege, who is the protagonist of Danganronpa 1, and Hajime Hinata, who is the protagonist of Danganronpa 2. They are also participating in this trial. So, all right, difficulty we cannot change because of the demo. Let's start the class trial. Class trial in session. Oh, they got rid of all rise. Before it used to be like all rise.
First,
I like
a
it.
simple explanation of the class trial. The outcome will be decided by your votes.
Oh, and one thing. 90% of the dialogue during the class trial is pretty much voice, so I will not have to narrate narration this time. And also, we are using the English voices.
Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you vote incorrectly, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate instead.
Hey, do you guys really think that one of us killed Hiro?
Well, there's not a lot of other options.
Of course.
Going to not the culprit!
I'm not the culprit either! Only degenerate males would commit such an act of violence.
We've already ruled out half the suspects?
Shit, this is gonna be fucking easy!
We can't rule out suspects that way. We need to look at all the possibilities.
Leave it to the ultimate detective to bring us back to reason.
Agreed. But what to discuss first? Suspicious places, things, people?
Hiro looks creepy. That's suspicious enough for me.
So says the person with the creepy face.
Speaking of suspicious people, how about that one with the strange title?
Oh, you're talking about the ultimate supreme leader, right? That's super suspicious.
Should you be saying that about yourself?
Now, you'll all have a chance to assert your innocence. Okay, let's begin!
Where should going to begin?
We just gotta tackle the suspicious stuff one thing at a time, right?
So Kokichi's talent and Kyo's face are both suspicious. I could strip them both butt naked with my magic, but my MP's low right now.
God damn it, Himiko.
A night in the dorms would restore your MP, but the trial would be over by then.
And Samuki just plays her along.
First, we have to determine what is suspicious and what is the truth. In order to make that clear, how about we start by going over the case?
I agree. If we sort out the details, we might figure out which parts don't add up.
I see. Then let's do it.
It's starting soon. The debate to decide the culprit. If I notice anything, I need to point it out. Not just for my life, but for everyone else's lives too. And now the class trial has begun. As things progress during each class trial, non-stop debates will occur. So this is basically kind of explaining things. Your influence focus gauge will be on the top part. Weak spots will be colored differently. The amount of time you have to clear this particular section will be in the lower right. The truth cylinder and the bullet basically will be in the lower left. And if you look at the top lower right, that basically shows what part of this current block of testimony you're on. We'll kind of explain it as we go along. Oh, okay, you can actually do. There's white noise, and then there's also the controls here. That's kind of cool. So white noise is basically what chatter from everyone else. You won't be able, the goal is you'll need to basically aim the reticle and shoot with a truth bullet a false statement, basically. So you're trying to basically shoot through the lies. In fact, Danganronpa actually means to refute with bullets, if I remember correctly. So basically, refute lies, you know, with bullets, truth bullets. So sometimes the noise gets in the way, you have to clear it. It's one of the things that kind of, it's one of the things that's there to make it just a little bit harder. Once in a while it can get a little annoying, but fortunately it has gotten better with Danganronpa 2, and I think, if I remember this one worked out pretty well. But during non-stop debates, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions in their statements. You'll have to use truth bullets, the truth bullets you gather, to refute what they say. Any irrelevant truth bullets you found will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use L to aim and fire a triangle. Aim for the gold words displayed in their statements. Those are character weak points. There's a chance that lies or contradictions are hiding within those weak points. Remember, this is just a possibility, so it won't always work. Also, it can only be refuted by the correct truth bullet. Compare everyone's statements to the truth bullet you have, and shoot your truth bullet at the proper weak point. Also, the pink words are called white noise, as you can see there. Your truth bullets will disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles. You can use the silencer with X to shoot down cross, to shoot down white noise. Please time your truth bullet just right so they won't get interrupted by the white noise. Note that if you're out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. Sorry, this is getting long, I know. Basically, if you find a weak point, just try shooting a truth bullet at it. Oh, I almost forgot, the new element. During the trial, you can concentrate to make time slow down. This will also reveal a small red dot within weak spots called the V point. If you hit that with the correct truth bullet, you'll get an awesome V counter. Bullseye! V counters really improve your score and the number of mana coins you earn, so try that out. Mana coins are used for other things later in the game. We won't get into them here. Practice your V counters in this trial version so you look like a pro when the game comes out. During non-stop debates, pressing option will bring up the controls. Give them a look. Just like that. We don't really need it though. Okay, here we go. Non-stop debate, start. So we have Monokuma file and evidence of a struggle.
Yasuhiro Hagakure. He was a classmate of mine.
Sounds like the victim, Yasuhiro, and the suspect, Makoto, knew each other.
Everyone here is a potential suspect.
The murder happened in Kaede's room, right?
More precisely, in Kaede, Makoto, and Hajime's. The three main characters' room.
Even more precisely, it was in the bathroom.
So that hero guy must have been taken by surprise while he was in the bathroom. He didn't even have a chance to resist.
It's obvious a struggle happened in our room, right? And that statement contradicts itself. If I shoot the contradiction with the correct evidence, then I can change the situation.
The victim was Yasuhiro Hagakure.
So, evidence of a struggle.
He was a classmate.
You can fast forward with the circle button, which I'll do that later.
More precisely, in Kaede, Makoto, and Hajime's. The three main characters room. Even more precisely, it was in the bathroom. So that hero guy.
Okay, next line should be it.
He didn't even have a chance to...
You can see the V point right there, so let's aim for... Whoops. There we go. And I missed. Oh, no, I hit it.
No, that's wrong.
I missed the V point because I actually ran out of focus there, but... That's basically the idea of how it works.
About the room where the murder happened. I think they fought in there. Isn't that right, Kirumi? That is correct. I entered Kaede's room once before the incident and twice after. Prior to the incident, the room was slightly dusty, but after, it was in a terrible state.
Yeah, slashes all across the walls. We'll do that.
Just as Kaede said, we can presume a struggle happened in that room.
Okay, so that room wasn't such a mess to begin with, then.
Kirumi, you went into that room too?
Yes, to clean it. I do this for all the dorm rooms. But I did not see the culprit or hero.
I plainly saw Kirumi going in and out of the dorms. She was only in each room a short time, and I didn't hear any sort of struggle.
So that rules her out.
So I think it would have been difficult for her to have killed Hiro then.
Which two people fought in that room? We must first make that clear.
The two people who fought in that room were... Let's see here. Our answer is either Yasuhiro Monokuma, Kaede and Suichi, Kirumi or Yasuhiro, or obviously Yasuhiro and the culprit. And yes, you can run out of... Oops, triangle. You can run out of time here.
Of course. It was Hiro and the culprit.
Huh? Really?
Who else would it be, dumbass? You got shit for brains or something?
Damn you.
Who you calling a dumbass? I'm Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars.
Don't raise your voice like that!
Hey, you two idiots over there. Stop chit-chatting and keep this discussion moving.
Hey! Don't let me in with that, idiot! You're talking to the gorgeous girl genius, Mew Iruma!
Yep, you two should be lumped together. Your statements are on the same level.
Judging from the state of the crime scene, after struggling with the culprit, Yasuhiro ran into the bathroom. But the culprit chased after him and killed him. That's the most likely chain of events.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. Well, Kaede, continue where you left off.
Wait, why me?
Yeah, we didn't say anything.
Kokichi, don't single out Kaede. In a class trial, everyone needs to contribute.
But you know, if we just have Kaede talk the whole time, this might end sooner.
Why would you think that?
You seem awfully wary of Kaede. Do you think she'll incriminate herself if we let her talk?
It's not just Kaede I'm worried about.
The discussion won't move forward if we all just point fingers. Like Shuichi said, we need to talk about all the possibilities.
Yeah, what he said. No way Kaede's the culprit.
Well, thanks for the voice of support there, Kaito.
Kaito, this trial won't go anywhere if you don't suspect anyone.
Cut it out, you degenerates! You're holding up the debate!
Yeah, don't make Tenko kick your asses.
I believe Hajime is correct about the circumstances of Yasuhiro's murder. What we have to determine now is the murder weapon.
The weapon that took Hiro's life.
You sure? Cause Miss Andry over there looks like she could pummel a dude to death.
Andry.
Let me make this perfectly clear. The art of Neo-Aikido is not used for murder. If I had to fight off a male, I'd just throw him across the room.
That, still might kill someone.
Unintentionally, but yeah.
Gonta could maybe use fists as weapons, but then Gonta would be no gentleman.
And no offense, Gonta, I don't think you would harm anybody unless they really pissed you off, so no. And you probably feel really remorseful.
Yourself a weapon?
There was no indication the body was punched. I don't believe fists were the murder weapon.
Then our murder weapon is the knife stabbed into his gut?
Dedoy! You don't have to be a genius like me to know that knife was the weapon!
A knife?
I wonder, was the murder weapon lodged in Hiro's abdomen really a knife? I need to find out more about the weapon used to kill Hiro. Well, it's pretty sure it was a knife, Kaede, but because we have to introduce a new piece of the puzzle, this is the Mind Mine, which is a new aspect of this game. Now, other than the non-stop debates, occasionally little mini-games will pop up to kind of break up the action and also to move the plot along. Usually it's introspection by the character, kind of trying to think and solve something, etc. In this case, we have Mind Mine, so let's take a look at this. In scenes where you have to deduce an image, Mind Mine will begin. In this mode, your objective is to dig up the answer. At the beginning, the answer will be completely covered by pieces. Use the L stick to move the cursor and delete the pieces with the cross button. Pieces will be erased when two or more of the same color are connected. The adjacent pieces will then change color in the following order: white, pink, yellow, white. If you do it right, you can move all the pieces from an object. The trick is to predict how the adjacent pieces will change. When all the pieces on top of an object are gone, you can select the object as the answer. If you select the wrong object, your influence gauge will take damage. If there's just one piece left, you can press the cross button repeatedly to break it. But that will incur a time penalty, so don't just button mash. It might sound complicated, but trust me, you'll get it as you play. We await your response. Alright, Mind Mine, start. Alright, well it kind of gave us the answer too, so... okay, so it's not over here. Alright, it is over here, however. Well, I goofed that up. Brilliant. Okay, well that's not part of it. That's fine, that's gonna suck. I am horrible at puzzle games, so this is not going to end well, is all I'm going to say. Alright, let's see here. Oh, that kind of helps. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I need to incur a time penalty here. Might not. Okay, it should be that. I obviously did something wrong, unless this is still not. Let's see here. Where are they? Oh, there we go. Now it's letting me do it. I'm like, why is this not working?
The culprit didn't stab Hiro in the stomach with just any knife, but specifically a kitchen knife, right?
That would be correct.
Huh? Really?
You didn't notice that, Miyu? I thought you were a genius.
Yeah, I caught a glimpse of it too. That was definitely a kitchen knife.
That's pretty suspicious. Maybe you just saw it wrong.
How could I see a kitchen knife wrong? Everyone knows what those look like.
A knife? I do remember seeing a knife in the kitchen. That could be it.
I see. An excellent deduction from the ultimate detective. Well done.
It's not because I'm a detective. I'm still in training.
You really don't need to be a detective to know that the knife came from the kitchen.
Either way, it's exactly what Shuichi said. One kitchen knife is gone from the kitchen.
And that kitchen knife ended up in Yasuhiro. I think we can conclude that was the knife.
Then the one who took the knife from the kitchen is our culprit.
Jeez, who cares about the murder weapon?
What do you mean, who cares?
That's kind of an important part of the case.
We can already guess who the culprit is. There's a super duper huge hint already.
Okay, Kokichi, enlighten us.
Are you talking about the murder scene?
What?
Atua says the occupant of the room where Yasuhiro was killed is the culprit.
Well, you say the occupant, but Makoto, Hajime, and Kaede were all in that room.
Well, room was assigned to us. We weren't all there.
Wait, you're suspecting us?
Well, the murder did take place in our room. It's understandable that you suspect us. But I didn't do it. It might have been our room, but I never even went inside before the murder. I didn't either.
Okay. Did you?
Yeah.
I definitely didn't do it. After Monokuma told us, I went into that room for the first time and saw Hiro dead.
Oh, that's right. We did try to go into the room before, but it was locked. We couldn't get in.
The murder scene was in yours and the other's room. Also, you were the first witness.
Well, yeah.
If you don't have evidence to prove you're not the culprit, then you're still suspicious.
Fair point.
No way.
I already told you it's not Kaede. Suspecting her right off the bat is so mean.
You're contradictory as hell.
Hey, you're the one who brought it up.
Did I ever say Kaede's the culprit?
No, but you've been implying that.
It makes sense to suspect the first witness as the culprit. But taking shortcuts like that won't get us the best result.
Maybe. But coming from a suspect still sounds suspicious.
But like Hajime said, we can't afford to get caught up in assumptions. We need to talk this over more to uncover the truth. This is a test.
Huh?
Okay, what are we being tested about? This is a test?
I agree with Hajime. We still have many questions about this incident.
As long as there is room for debate, it is rash to decide upon the culprit.
That's right. If we give up now, the class trial will end.
Gonta not good at tough subjects, but Gonta will work hard for everyone's sake.
That's right. We need to work together so we can overcome this class trial.
Everything's gone smoothly so far, but...
Huh? Did you say something, Makoto?
No, it's nothing.
Either way, we've got 3 main suspects now.
The culprit is not necessarily among them, but they remain suspicious.
It's not any of them. I believe in these guys.
Well, right now, they're the most likely culprits.
Oh, maybe one of them took the knife from the kitchen?
If that's the case, that would be pretty suspicious.
Yeah, how did that knife leave the kitchen?
If we can determine who took the murder weapon from the kitchen, that would clear Kaede of suspicion.
First, we should listen to Kaede and the others' testimonies.
That would be best. I'm certain they've been longing for the chance to speak.
That's right. Kaede, are you okay with that too?
Yeah, we have to at least try.
Whoa! Wait a second!
What?
I'm all for lively debate, but I won't allow Keiji Kaede to participate.
Why not?
What? Why?
Because STFU, that's why.
Are you telling me to shut up?
What does that mean?
It means it'll stir the fun up. Get it?
Okay. Monodam, I agree with you. You are my favorite character now.
Right now, the fun's just simmering.
At least among the Monokubs.
Anyway, instead of Keiji Kaede,
We're gonna have someone else deliver their testimony instead.
Why?
Just make a shit ton of excuses for why you're not the culprit.
Won't that throw us off the case?
Okay, but before all that, what am I supposed to do? Is it magic? Do you want me to unleash a deadly explosion spell?
If we get them to go away, sure.
No, I don't think we need magic. We need to talk about the kitchen knife. Like, did you see that knife? What happened in the kitchen and dining hall? Anything?
Oh, maybe I can help. Alright, I guess I'll just do it then.
Kaede, I'll leave this to you. I want you to discern our voices.
now it's time for a new segment to begin. The Mass Panic Debate.
What?
I'm not the culprit.
This is gonna be a pain after all, huh?
Yep. New to Dangan V3 is the Mass Panic Debate, which we'll explain here. Oh no, all three people are talking at once. Everyone is clamoring to prove their innocence. There's a panic in the courtroom. Oh, that's right. It's time. You will now be thrown into a mass panic debate. During the mass panic debate, 3 debates will happen at the same time. But remain calm. It's just like a non-stop debate. You're just hearing triple the opinions. Simple, right? But don't get cocky. The mass panic debate will also have loud voice dialogue. If one of your opponents shouts their opinion in a loud voice, that blocks out everyone else's arguments. Even if you see a weak spot, you can't refute it. Oh no, what do I do then? That's what you're thinking, right? Luckily, if it's just white noise, shut them up with the cross button silencer. A la this. Cause after that, all the arguments will be audible again. Sort through everyone's opinions and find the lie or contradiction and refute it. You can also use V counter, so if you're confident, give that a shot. Thank you for your time. Sincerely, System. Oh, thank you, System, for the explanation. Mass panic debate. Start. Alright, well, I have a feeling we need Tenko's account.
I never went to the kitchen.
In the dining
So
hall.
there's no way I could have gotten the knife.
She was teaching me the difference between real magic and a magic trick.
It was just the 2 of us there for my lecture.
If someone was in the dining hall,
Everybody knows the difference between magic and a trick.
Also, I was making tea.
All the different voices are confusing me, but I'm sure I heard a suspicious statement. According to Tenko's testimony, there should be a contradiction in one of these statements. So what was her testimony again? If we take a look at it. So, before the body discovery announcement, Tenko was in the kitchen making tea. At the time, the kitchen knives were still there. After that, she had tea with Himiko. She went back and one of them was missing. In addition, someone went into the kitchen while Tenko was having tea, which indicates there was a third person. That would be our contradiction.
In the dining
so
hall.
there's no way I could have gotten the knife.
She was teaching me the difference between real magic and a magic trick.
It
Okay.
was just the two of us there.
Got it.
I hear it.
And we got the B counter. Nice. Break.
Wait a minute. While Tenko and Kimiko were in the dining hall, there was one other person who went in there too.
Tenko? We are drinking tea by yourself in the dining hall? No, I was with Himiko. She was teaching me the difference between magic and magic tricks. We were here together when the body discovery announcement was made. I see. And during that time, did anyone else come? I think so. It was just one person. A degenerate male, actually. I don't know who, because I wasn't interested in seeing the exact degenerate that walked in.
Isn't that right, Tenko?
Yes, that's true. But I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was. I was too focused on Himiko's lesson to notice the exact degenerate that showed up.
Yeah, you even said you weren't interested because it was a man who walked in.
Then what about you, Himiko? Did you see who came into the dining hall? Yeah. Now that I think about it, someone was in the kitchen. Someone who's no longer with us.
Wait, if it's someone who's no longer with us, that would mean... Alright, when you have to deduce how things are connected, Psych Taxi will start up. The operator's mode is to gather the letter cubes to form the question. Use the cross button to accelerate, and use the left stick to move left and right. By picking up letter cubes floating around, you can complete the question. Once you complete the question, head toward the escort that has the correct answer. If it's the right answer, you will get in your car. If it's the wrong answer, something bad happens. Also, there will be other cars on the road. If you hit those, you will take focus energy damage. If it's getting dangerous, use R1 to concentrate, stay calm, and avoid them. Please drive safely and enjoy the ride. Thank you for understanding. Alright, so this is kind of similar to, what the heck was the name of it? No, I probably should accelerate, shouldn't I? I'm trying to think of what the, Logic Dive, I think is what it was, from Dangan 2, which is actually one of my favorite modes. Okay, so who is not here is the question. Okay, time to think. Okay, so the victim is not here. Get in my car. Next question. Alright. Combination of Mario. We basically got the blocks from Mario Kart. And, bit of Crazy Taxi, I guess? Okay, who is the victim of the case? Also, at 207 kilometers an hour, we are flying. Okay, more thinking time. Well, the victim would be Yasuhiro. Okay. Complete. Oh, that was fun.
Are you saying Hiro's the one who went into the kitchen?
It's a pretty simple idea, but at the same time, it is a nice little distraction.
Uh-huh. There's no mistaking that dumb hair of his.
Oh, it is pretty unremarkable.
Then the one who took the knife from the kitchen is...
It's reasonable to assume that it was the victim himself, Yasuhiro Hagakure. Whether it was for self-defense or murder, however, remains a mystery.
But that's strange, isn't it? Why would the victim take the murder weapon?
Good question.
Yeah, that weird. Ino would stab himself in own stomach.
That would be pretty dumb of Yasuhiro, despite the fact that I'm sure many of us would wish he did.
You're clearly out of your element. I already have this whole thing figured out.
Oh, please grace us with your wisdom, Miu.
That Yasuhiro dude totally stuck himself in the gut, which makes this a suicide, baby!
No, that's not possible. As we already discussed, there were signs of a struggle in that room.
Oh, you noticed? I was just testing you idiots, in case you'd forgotten.
Yeah, we totally forgot.
It seems that the culprit took the knife from Hiro and used it to kill him.
You mean culprit could be person who not bring knife?
That would be the most logical assumption.
Too bad. I guess Kaede's still suspicious.
And so are Makoto and Hajime. Maybe we're thinking too hard. Isn't the first witness suspicious after all?
First witness? You mean Kaede?
Suspicion now falls upon you, Kaede. Do you have an explanation?
Not really, considering we don't know anything.
Hold up! I didn't do it! Ha! Look at her shake like a fucking rabbit! Just relax. This'll all be over once we reach the climax.
You are way too happy, Miu. No matter what she says, I'm not the culprit. But how do I convince everyone?
So, tell us, Kaede. You're the culprit, aren't you?
No, that's wrong!
Yeah, you've got that wrong.
Oh?
Ah, Hajime, that was really weak sounding.
Please just said their catchphrases! Finally, this is getting exciting!
I believe you, Kaede. You're absolutely not the culprit.
Don't give up now, Kaede. You can't let it in here. For all our sakes, and yours too.
Makoto, Hajime.
Kaede, don't give up hope. Keep going and you'll be able to reach the truth.
You're right. And that's what I wish for too. But how do I prove my innocence?
That's fine. I guess my decisive testimony will help us find our culprit.
You had decisive testimony this whole damn time and you didn't bother to share us? You really are a jerk. What?
You know who culprit is? That means everyone not have to get punished.
Then, after we hear Kokichi's statement, we can take the rest of the day off.
Yeah, providing the consummate liar is actually the one who's correct here. It's unlikely.
I can finally go back to my warm, familiar bed in the dorm.
You can go regen your MP.
Huh? You're used to it already?
Kokichi, if you had information like that, why didn't you tell us sooner?
Well, if I said something that important right away, that wouldn't be much fun. Anyway, the culprit is Makoto.
Huh? What are you saying?
Makoto is the culprit? That's not possible. I really do want to believe it's impossible, but Makoto has no alibi for where he was after we split up, and he only appeared after the murder. Maybe during that time, Makoto believes in me, so I want to believe in him too. I might be able to help Makoto if I lie. Did you hear that? A lie! Now I know that sounds crazy, telling a lie in a class trial, but sometimes telling a lie is necessary to reach the truth. Oh, but don't worry, there are no lies in this tutorial. From here on out, there will be times in a debate you have to lie. Before you had to refute the lies, but now you have to lie yourself. Doesn't that get your heart pumping? Here's how it works. Select a truth bullet like a normal Stomp debates. But when you hold the triangle button, the truth bullet will become a lie bullet with the opposite meaning, as shown here. Releasing triangle will shoot the lie bullet. When you use a lie bullet to argue or agree with someone's statement, it will become a perjury, a statement that paints over the truth with lies. When lying, your influence gauge will drain. A successful lie will restore it. But if you miss with your lie bullets, you will take damage, so be careful. So basically, you do this at the cost of your own health. You can't V counter here, but you can pull off a V perjury. And that would be awesome, so try that. That's just the controls. Thank you muchly! Okay.
May we hear your testimony?
I saw Makoto leave that room by himself, I swear!
By that room, you mean the crime scene, right?
Makoto looked like he had just murdered someone.
What?
Before the body was found, I didn't go into that room even once. So Kokichi must be mistaken.
Makoto's no alibi for where he was after we split up, and he only appeared after the murder. But I want to believe him. So I have to lie about Makoto never being there.
May we hear your testimony?
Okay, so I have to be very careful with this.
I saw Makoto leave that room by himself, I swear!
I'll turn this lie into the truth!
We perjure and break. Whew.
Well, ever since I woke up in the academy, and up until the body discovery announcement, I was with Makoto the entire time, so Kokichi couldn't have seen him.
Totally never left their side. We totally never ditched us at the gym. Don't ask about the gym. Totally never. He was totally with us the entire time.
Kaede, you'd rather choose a lie than the truth, just to protect Makoto?
Do you have any proof to show that I'm lying, Kokichi?
Nope, none at all. I lied about seeing Makoto.
Why, you... Don't mess with us!
For you to make a false statement when our lives are at risk, I am not amused.
I just wanted Makoto to talk, so I simply tricked him into speaking.
Oh, shut up with that pitiful looking face. Just made me want to punch you.
Why beat around the bush like that?
Because it's still not clear where Makoto was before and after the incident, right? Oh, man. I totally thought Makoto would talk if we started accusing him.
You could ask him, lad.
Responding to an obvious lie with another obvious lie? I don't know about that.
Oh yeah! After I heard the body discovery announcement, I checked out the rooms. Kai Idiot was all by herself, and Makoto wasn't even there!
The kind of name is... never mind.
It's weird that they would split up after they found out a body had been discovered. I don't get why you would do that. Can you explain, Kaede?
You wished to protect Makoto. There is beauty in such a wish. But Kaede, your lie is far too fragile and fleeting to protect anyone.
Sorry.
Kaede, tell lie?
Sorry, Gonta.
Thanks for believing in me, Kaede.
Everyone thought my lie was too weak. I need to be more convincing if I want him to believe me. I'll remember that the next time I need to lie. Of course, I hope that time never comes.
We just got dragged around by Kokichi's lies. We didn't clear a single thing up.
Nope.
Meanwhile, your remaining time is slowly but surely dwindling.
Huh? There's a time limit too?
Of course there is. No one wants to watch a literal non-stop debate. That shit's boring.
Hell yeah! We'd have to rip and tear into your huge guts just to make it entertaining!
We know that Hiro brought the murder weapon, the kitchen knife, and fought the culprit in Kaede's room, where the culprit took the knife and killed Hiro.
But why?
We haven't narrowed down the suspects at all. Kaede and the other two are still suspicious. That hasn't changed yet.
What a pain. Kaede, just confess already.
I don't need to confess just because it's a pain for you.
Especially because we didn't do anything.
Atua says that Kaede is the culprit. I think we should listen to him.
I don't believe what your god says. No way am I going to let them pin me as the culprit for that reason. But if I tell them that I'm not, they might suspect Makoto instead. Anyway, we have to discuss this even further, but what other clues are there?
It can't end like this. No one wants an ending like that. So, Hajime?
Leave this to me. Everyone listen up. Like we said, Kaede isn't the culprit.
Do you have evidence that proves that?
Also, I don't tolerate lies from anyone, but especially not from degenerate males. Got it?
It's no lie. I have the evidence. Something was dropped at the scene of the crime. Right, Kirumi?
I think I know what you're referring to. It was on the ground, but what about it?
There's something else. Kaede, you know what I'm talking about, right? Something off about the crime scene?
Something off?
That thing left on the ground, and the fact that something was off about the crime scene. If we put those two things together, we'll have all the facts.
Oh, I know what it is, but something off.
Is that...
Wait!
What?
That's it! I won't let you go any further!
Wait, what? Why?
Why?
Yes!
Because this is just the demo version!
Yeah, we just got mono-trolled. Intermission. And by intermission, I mean end of demo.
I look forward to seeing you guys start your real killing game semester!
But, that being said...
Hey, how was our acting?
It wasn't too shabby! I especially liked how convincingly you wasted everyone's time.
I was a little worried about the end there. Hope it was exciting enough. Well, since we got through it smoothly, that's it for today.
Smell you later!
Good job, everyone.
Good job. See ya.
I am confused.
Hey! Wait for me!
No, nobody wants to wait for you. Go away.
You stupid!
Wait, can't end it yet. We forgot to tell the most important part.
Ah!
That's right.
This is an announcement.
Okay. Oh, load this demo save data into the full version of the game and you get a special reward.
Hell yeah!
So you better save it.
All that remains of
So long, farewell!
Okay, well, yes, we're going to save. I guess I'll find out what that reward is when the game comes out. Alright, well, that is Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony demo version. Hooray? Okay, probably need to do some discussion about that, so, just a second here. What I am going to do is, we'll leave that sitting there. So, a couple of things. First of all, like I said, this is definitely a demo, so it's going to give you a taste of what Danganronpa is. The good thing is it does explain a lot of the systems that are in Danganronpa V3. The bad thing kind of about it being only a demo version, as you might be able to kind of tell, is it really does, it gives you a taste, but it doesn't give you a feel for, especially if you play Danganronpa, what Danganronpa really is. The writing is really good, and the actual way the mysteries are developed is done really, really well. Which doesn't translate as well here because we don't get to see an entire case, sadly. The fact that it stops halfway through kind of is one of the things I really question about this demo. The other thing that I really do question is the inclusion of Hajime and Makoto, and even Yasuhiro, as kind of references. Because the thing is you're not going to get those aspects of it unless you played the previous games. And the demo really should be to bring new people in. It really should have been these characters on their own, and basically little hints and nods for players of the older games. But then again, this is what we got, so. As for basically kind of as a whole, I do like the cast. I like the characters. I love Miyu. She's great. But, you know, it's like, as a whole, they are interesting. They're very much an interesting cast. I kind of have thoughts and feelings about kind of all of them, which is a good thing, but that we basically already been going on for 40 minutes. I don't want to bore you all with a lot of that, but suffice to say, I am looking forward to kind of learning more about basically this group of characters and kind of how they basically start out. One thing I will say is, from what I understand, the way the game opens up is a bit different from this, so if you're expecting exactly to play this when you boot up Danganronpa V3, that might be an incorrect assumption. As I said, that's from what I understand. I've tried my damnedest to actually not spoil a lot of this for me. But I'll say this, even if I had to replay a little bit of this for, yeah, basically to go ahead and see the rest of the mysteries, so I think it'll be worth it. If you have not ever played a Danganronpa game, I would strongly recommend, just to give it maybe a try, pick up Danganronpa Reload 1-2, which is on PS4. You can also find a combination pack on Steam, which has the first 2 games in there, Danganronpa 1 and 2, and give those definitely a try. I would not jump into Ultra Despair Girls, because that actually you need to understand. You really need to play at least Danganronpa 1 to kind of get the idea of what's going on there, but really you need to play both to have a true understanding of what's going on. And it is a different type of game altogether. That one being more of a third-person shooter, though a much slower-paced one. It actually works really well for what it is, though. But yeah, as a whole, though, I kind of hope you got the idea what Danganronpa is. Like I said, the one thing I think that really isn't communicated as well here is just how well, like I said, the mysteries are actually done well. And in fact, one of the problems I have with this, I didn't think about that, is that this is kind of why it's meant to be a rehash of the demo from the first game. It's also kind of a rehash of Case 1 from the first game. Not exactly, mind you, but if you play the first, that's why I think it might be good for you to pick up the first game and basically at least play through Case 1 of that, because you'll get a feel for how things develop. But it gets a lot more complex. Right here, we don't really feel like we have all of the keys and all the clues, because we really don't. In that, as you go through the class trials, you will start to get more clues, whatnot, etc. And also, I will say this, I think that Case 1 of the first game, mainly because they have time to go ahead and develop the characters a little bit more, and it really illustrates the high stakes that are involved here. It leaves a little bit more of an impact. But Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony. The new systems are not bad. The psych taxi is not a bad mode. The Mind Mine is going to probably be the bane of my existence, because I'm just horrible at puzzle games. But at the same time, I do think I like it better than the Hangman's Gambit that they had in the improved Hangman's Gambit in Dangan 2, because that one was just, it was too quick for me. It was a pain. But give it a shot. Hopefully you kind of at least had some fun, and my narration wasn't too horrible. But as a whole, I am honestly still looking forward to this coming out. This is basically the same thing I played at E3, so for me it was basically playing through it again. But give it a shot for yourself, see if it actually works out for you. But like I said, I would definitely keep a lookout for the game. I think it'll be interesting. If you do want to wait for our review, we will have a review of it up, so definitely hang around for that. But if you're curious, take a look at our reviews for Danganronpa 1, for either the original Danganronpa Reload, or Ultra Despair Girls, and see what you've been missing out on. Anyway, I think that'll do it for this time. Until the next time we meet, guys, this has been Ikrio from Rainfall saying, Ciao mata.